Hey guys, Eric here from Expedition Electric, and today we're going to show you how to replace the bike chain. So the first thing you're going to need is a pair of gloves. And it's good to have the gloves, it helps you prevent getting grease everywhere.
To pick out the correct chain for replacement, just count the number of rings on your back wheel here, and this wheel has 7. Notice how the chain is on the smallest ring right now, which is where you want to have it to start working on it. Also on the smallest ring here. To get familiar with the parts of the chain, I labeled them here. The green one is the outer plate. Next to that, the orange one is the inner plate. The purple one is the roller, and the blue one is the rivet or pin. I recommend taking a photo before removing your chain, but just remember that the chain goes to the left of the main cog and then to the right on the rear derailleur, and then the left of the rear derailleur. Now to get into the removal, I'm going to look for the master link in the chain, and here it is zoomed in, and this is the link that you can use to separate your chain. Found it here, so now I'm going to use these pliers, chain breaking pliers, to help separate the chain. I'm going to insert the pliers here to the outside of the rollers and just squeeze them, and then it should just simply pop apart like mine did here. If you don't have a master link on your chain, then you're going to need to use a chain breaking tool like the one I'm using here. And all it does is push the pin of the chain out so then you can break the link. It's something that you're also going to need in case you need to make your chain shorter. If you didn't need to shorten your chain and your new chain came with master links, you're simply going to put these links on here as the outer plate, connect them together, completing your chain. Now make sure that your chain is on your bike when you do this, and once you have it to this point here, you're going to squeeze the brakes of your bike while pressing down hard on the pedals, and then this is going to put a lot of tension on the chain, and it's going to make this outer plate here snap into place.
Okay, so I'm going to compare the length of the new chain to the old chain, and see here the new chain is a little bit longer. Maybe let's just say 1 length longer. So I'm going to remove one of these links to make it the same length as my old chain.
So you notice here on the left is the outer link, and then move to the inner link in the middle, and then the outer link. And I gotta keep this same pattern going or else the chain's not gonna connect. I gotta make sure I remove the correct pin so that I can connect the chain ends together. And I'm gonna use the chain breaking tool to remove the pin.
What's great about this tool is that on the side here you think, what is this little thing? This is a little piece that we're going to use later to hold the chain together as we install it on the bike. So I'm going to set that aside. Turn this handle, making sure that it's lined up completely with the pin of the chain, because I'm going to push that partly out. Don't push it all the way out if you need to shorten your chain, because that's super hard to get back in.
I'm going to make sure to keep an eye on the pin and making sure that it's not leaving the chain.
There we go. So as you see here, I removed this amount from the chain, and I left this pin in here. Again, leave that in there because it's difficult to get it back in there if you take it out.
Now we're going to install the chain. It goes to the left of the main cog, then to the right of the first pulley wheel, and then to the left of the bottom pulley wheel, and then this will be the way that your chain is secured.
So now I'm going to use this tool to help hold the chain together. See, it's going to hold on to the other end of the chain here.
So now that we have everything lined up perfectly, we're going to use the chain break tool to push the pin back into the chain.
So it might take a bit of wiggling to get this correct, but make sure that you've got the pin straight.
As I turn this handle, I'm going to keep a really close eye on the pin to make sure that I don't over insert it and make it pop out the other side. The goal is to make this pin completely even with the other pins so you can't even tell which one has been replaced. So there we go, we've shortened the chain and we've put it back on the bike using the chain breaking tool to push in the pin. We are ready to go.
So there we go, now I've got the chain completely installed and it's ready to go.
If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.